So how are you enjoying the convention so far?
Sorry, I had something in my throat.
Yeah.
It's great. These people are great, you know?
Yeah.
Come here, they have a good time, have some fun, some laughs. It's great.
Yeah.
I'm in England. I love Germany too, by the way.
Yeah, you can tell something.
I was in Munich a couple of years back, did a movie, but we don't have to talk about that movie.
Okay, but maybe we can talk a bit about your present and future projects.
Yeah. I did a movie that's coming out called Catch 44 with Bruce Willis and Forrest Whitaker. And I did a pilot for Fox Television with Christian Slater. And I have a TV show that I wrote and created called Saved by Zeros. And it's hopefully going to be airing on the Sci-Fi Network, produced by Sony and Adam Sandler's company, Happy Madison. So
cool.
I'll hopefully be acting in that too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hope so too.
I hope so, yes.
Yeah. And the last question, and the most important question for all Smallville fans, I think you know what I'm asking.
You're going to ask me if I'm coming back to Smallville. You know, that's a tough question. I don't know. We've tried to work things out. I don't know if they're going to work out. Maybe they will, maybe they won't. I never say no to anything. I'm open. It just has to work out right. It has to be right. So if that happens, I miss the guys. I love the crew and cast. Had a great time. I was there for 7 years. A lot of people don't realize, but I was there 7 years. I thought I was finished, but who knows? You never know. Ich liebe dich.
Ich dich auch.
Ich mag dich.
Ich dich auch. Sehr sogar.
Tschüss.
Tschüss.
Ich bin müde. Ich bin müde. Spinner.
Spinner. Harte Nacht.
Was?
Tough night.
Tough night. Schlecht. Ja. Schlecht. Scheiße.
How are you enjoying the convention so far?
I'm having a great time. This is actually my first time doing it. I've never done anything in this format before, and it's different because you get to really know the people who come. You know their names. You have like one-on-one time instead of just like most conventions where you sign pictures and bye-bye.
Yeah.
So yeah, I've been having a great time.
Cool. And the cast of the Vampire Diaries, you are still in touch with them, or?
Yeah, some of them. Some of them. Sterling and I actually live only about 5 minutes away from each other, and I'm still in touch with Michael Trevino and Ian Somerhalder, and I see Steve McQueen around all the time, and every once in a while I bump into Nina Dobrev at events and things. So yeah, we all see each other from time to time.
And you watched the season finale, or?
No.
No.
No, I didn't. I was traveling. I think I was working during that time. I don't think I was even in the country.
Okay.
Yeah, unfortunately.
And what do you think we can expect of the second season? Have you any?
Are you in the second season?
I don't know, because I'm not on the show anymore. So
maybe flashbacks or something?
I haven't heard anything about that.
Okay.
No.
Okay. Yeah.
Future projects?
Yeah. Have you any? Can you tell us something about your future projects?
I'm actually off next week to Hawaii to start shooting an episode of Hawaii 5-0. They're doing a remake of that show, and being that I'm from Hawaii, it's kind of a perfect fit.
Yeah. It's James Masters in it, right? James Masters, I think. Spike from Buffy and Angel, James Masters.
Is he in that? In Hawaii 5-0?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's great.
Actually, cool. The main characters are being played by Alex O'Loughlin, Scott Kahn, Grace Park, and Daniel Day Kim. Mm-hmm.
Yes. Do you watch other TV shows as well?
I should probably say that I do, but I don't. I am so busy, usually, you know, working and studying. Right now I'm actually studying Mandarin. I'm going to China in a few weeks for 3 months to learn to speak Mandarin and to check out the film industry and stuff there. And so, yeah, I don't have a lot of time to watch TV. Okay. No.
Thank you. How are you enjoying the convention so far?
Oh, it's great. This is my first one.
Yes.
So it's, I don't know, it's really exciting. I'm happy to be here in London, and everyone's really nice, and it's fun because it's so intimate. It's like there's no pressure. It's just a bunch of friends hanging out. That's how it feels the whole time. And then Michael's ridiculous, so it's great.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah.
Are you still in touch with the cast of the Vampire Diaries?
I'm not that in touch with them. I've seen them around, and the girl who played Vicky is in my acting class. So I see her once a week.
Okay, yeah. That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you watch the season finale of Vampire Diaries?
I did watch the season finale. I'm excited to see the second season. They like, I don't know, they have such a strong storyline, and it's so fun. All the mysteries. I think everything's like, I don't know, it's like perfect.
The last question, I guess, is do you can tell us something about your future projects?
Future projects.
Future projects.
Currently, I've been writing something with a friend, and then I just have some projects I'm hoping for. Nothing in particular. Some things I've sent out. I don't know what's happening with them, so I just gotta wait.
Wait.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay. I'm enjoying the convention so far.
Oh, I'm loving this. Is the first convention I've been to, so I didn't really know what to expect, but I'm totally enjoying myself. I mean, it's also great that I get to come to London and hang out, and brought my wife, and I'm loving it. Everybody seems to be so friendly. I mean, I basically stand there and everybody comes up and says, "Can I have a hug?" It's like I would just do that all the time. I love that.
Is there a difference between fans from other countries or American fans?
Yeah, I find when you're going to go overseas, everybody's much more touchy-feely, and just I think that's the biggest thing. Is everybody wants hugs all the time, which I really like.
The fans love this as well.
Yeah.
What do you think are the reasons for the huge success of Vampire Diaries and Smallville?
Well, there's that escapism, right? I mean, I think when it comes to, and I still haven't, maybe not as much. When I was a kid, I loved vampires and werewolves and that type of thing, right? So the supernatural, there's just something about the supernatural, and Smallville, of course. When you're talking about the story of Superman, like who doesn't want to see that? And with pretty girls running around in tights and men running around with their shirts off. It's a pretty good combination of things to watch, right?
Right.
Yeah.
You had a role in Smallville and Vampire Diaries. Which character was more interesting to play?
Well, they're both interesting. They definitely both have their things that I enjoyed playing. The Vampire Diaries was definitely much more interesting for me because we ended up filming in Atlanta the last second. So much of the characters we play and the stuff we do is encompassed in the experience we had on the show itself, and getting to go down to Atlanta and work there was great. I loved Smallville because I had known Rosenbaum before, and so it's like getting to work with a friend, So he's just fun to be on set with, and they both have things that I loved about them, really. Yeah.
Can you tell us some behind-the-scenes stories, something funny or embarrassing?
Well, I remember. It may not be as embarrassing for me, but it's tough because I'm a tall actor. So in the film and television world, if you're over 6 feet, you're a giant. So a lot of the girls that got to work with are like this tall, so they put them on boxes, right? So that we're kind of almost the same height. But Ian, of course, he's a shorter guy, and he had to bite my neck, and he couldn't get to it, so they had to build a ramp. So it started here and it worked its way up. So when he came up to bite my neck, it was like this. Right, and then I had to fall away from it. They had a pad there, so it wouldn't land, on my knees on the ramp. And that was funny, just to have to spend an evening trying to figure out how he was going to get to my neck easily.
And just in touch with the cast.
A little bit. I see Nina every once in a while. I saw her at the Much Music Video Awards just a little while ago. So once in a while online and stuff like that, but I haven't really been, you know. That's kind of the cool thing too, is you end up getting to work in a family atmosphere, and then you all break up, and then you end up seeing each other, you know, kind of all over. Yeah, so every once in a while you bump into them. In LA, I bumped into a couple of them, you know.
Have you seen the finale, the season finale of Vampire Diaries?
Do you know what? I haven't even seen any of it. And I don't have television. I mean, I have television, but I watch movies on it. I don't really have time to watch TV, so I don't really watch a lot of television unless it's on DVDs and stuff like that. And I don't think it's come out on DVD yet. When it does, I'll plow through it so I can kind of, you know, I'd like to see how everybody's doing and how the show's doing. And, I mean, it's obviously doing well, but I'd like to see, you know, what it looks like.
Can you tell us something about your shows, J-Pod and Dancing?
Yeah, J-Pod is a 1-hour dramedy that takes place in the world of video game developers, and it was written by Douglas Copeland. Well, it was originally a book, so it was adapted from a book. Do you know who Douglas Copeland is? No, he's a novelist and sculptor and big artist in Canada, and he's probably got about 14 different novels. And his first one was Generation X. Have you heard that phrase before? He coined that phrase, and it was the first book that he wrote. And this is one of his books, J-Pod, and yeah, we're video game developers, and it's kind of the world within that, but it's also kind of, you know, it's very pop culture and crazy, zany. You know, there's marijuana grow-ops in mothers' houses and dead bodies and Chinese mob and smoking and all kinds of stuff. And Dan for Mayor is a half-hour comedy that takes place in a small town in Ontario, and it's kind of a bartender who's down on his luck who decides to run for mayor. And the first season follows his arc, and he's now become mayor, and now we start filming season 2 in like 2 weeks, and in the show I have a mustache, which is why I have all this, but I'm going to be shaving this next week.
Okay. So there will be...
That's what it'll look like, that.
There will be a second season.
Yeah, and in second season, yeah, we'll start filming in 2 weeks and probably start airing in January. Yeah.
And is there a difference between the Canadian and American
programs? Humor?
Yeah.
I don't think that there's an inherent difference when you're speaking to somebody, but I think televised, yes. And I think it boils down to the fact that they are able to hire 14, 15, up to 20 writers that sit in a room and really have the time to flesh out scripts and get as much humor as they can into it. For us, sometimes it's 1 or 2 writers writing an entire season. So they just don't have the time and resources to get as much in. And I think if ever there's like people comparing the two, that might be part of it. No, I don't think so. There's a huge difference, obviously, between British humor and American humor, you know? And I like the British humor. It's a bit more dry, sarcastic. I like that. Yeah.
You said you like supernatural topic, and what kind of superhero?
What kind of it's funny because it changes all the time, right? It's like flight, it's I want to see through things, so it kind of depends on the situation. Hear really well. I think mine would be flight. I'd have to go with flight. I love flying. What about you? What's yours? Would you go with flight?
Flying, maybe mind reading.
Do you know what? I think that would be a curse. Okay. Serieasten.TV. Ready?
Yeah, okay.
Hold on, what is going on? Are we doing this? Are we on? Okay. Hi, my name is Benjamin Ayres, and you're watching Serieasten.TV. Is that right, Serieasten? Okay, do it one more time. Hi, my name is Benjamin Ayres, and you are watching Serieasten.TV. Yes, you are. Yep.